We are ready to go. Hi, everyone. So glad you're here. I'm Lynn Whitback, and we're on Get More Clients. Business owners and entrepreneurs hire me to ignite winning sales because most are chasing down leads, lack client retention, conversion, and profit. The mission of this show is to educate, inspire, and motivate women around the world to build a robust sales strategy to get more clients, because most can't get more clients and haven't a clue why. You will learn to transform thinking to the client's perspective, eliminate the lengthy, chaotic sales cycle to ignite your sales and unleash lasting profits. You will also have the opportunity to connect with me further to see how I can support you beyond today. Last week, we shared last-minute revealing instructive advice to your surprising queries. Yep, it was a Q&A. So we basically answered the questions that you've sent to us on our join the conversation at petitequeen.link email or petitequeen.com. And we've also direct messages, questions that could have been asked during the show, during the Q&A after we turn off the live stream. So that was a great episode. It was a lot of fun. And I want to thank everyone who sent in the questions. And Rachel, thank you so much for organizing that and going through everything to sort out which questions to ask me. It was fantastic. So now here we are today. We're going to get back to our sales training and coaching, and we're going to explore step up your sales process with easy and effective outreach. The foundational purpose of building your sales outreach is to achieve your desired results. Yeah. It starts at the first point of contact and continues through a sequence of planned interactions. By the end of today's show, you will know how to plan your outreach based on your ideal client and market segment, the myriad of outreach formats, and why you should be repurposing. Why follow-up must be planned and is a crucial aspect of your outreach strategy. Having a well thought out outreach plan enables you to quickly and easily implement and to guide your prospects forward and ultimately close more sales. So let's start with defining outreach. Now, in some cases, when we go through this episode today, you're going to be thinking sales funnel. Outreach is certainly related to your sales funnel, but it's different. It's where you're actively reaching out, outreach to your prospects, to your existing clients, to your promotional partners, to your referral partners, potentially to your affiliates. You're doing that activity. So it's outbound. And in many cases, your outreach will follow, it may follow into a sales funnel, and there certainly are automated parts of it. But in every case, your outreach is a sequence of touch points with a prospect or an existing client if you're looking for more business. And the purpose is to establish a connection for an engagement or sale. Outreach incorporates the elements of your sales funnel along with your follow-up plan. So how to plan outreach? Let's dive into this. Your outreach plan begins with your market segments and your ideal client avatar. Pursuing the wrong types of prospects wastes precious time, cash, and sales resources. Go back and revisit the episodes on identifying your market segments and building your ideal client avatar as needed, because I'm not going to rehash that right here and now. And of course, your outreach plan will always be grounded in your client thinking. What do they want, need, or lack? Why it matters, so they can. So here's an example and a quick refresh. I'm a health coach, and I may use a 10-day challenge to lose 5 pounds as a form of outreach. So I'm putting this challenge out there. I have it on my social media. I may email my audience. I may even run an ad on it, something else. I could have a webinar on it. However, you're putting out this challenge. The goal is to get people to sign up for that challenge. They become part that outreach. They become and enter your sales funnel. And that sales funnel in this case is the challenge. All right. Let's talk about types of outreach because there are so many different ways that you can attract and connect with your ideal clients. And this is where you'll build those separate sales funnels. And I have a short list of the types of outreach. So I'm going to give you some explanation as we go through here. And they're not in any specific order. They're not prioritized. They're not in alphabetical order. They're just sort of, as I was brainstorming and writing these down. Okay. PR or public relations. So here is an example. You've written a terrific article and they have backlinks that comes back into your website. Rather than publishing it on your own website, first, seek out other publications that you could submit your article to. Now, in this case, you're going to want to be looking at the places that your ideal client avatar, what do they read? What types of materials are they digesting? Where do they hang out? Those are the places that you're going to want to solicit first. Many publications have easy ways to submit things online, and they also get back to you in short timeline, 2 to 3 days, on whether your article is approved and whether it's going to be published. And publishing it in the online version is fantastic. It doesn't need to be in print. Many publications have actually gone to online, but the purpose is that when it's out there, then you're going to draw all that new audience in and discover you and discover the article. And they're going to then go into your website and hopefully drop into a lead magnet and you're going to be able to have that attraction and connection and convert them into joining your community. And so this is such a great way to engage new prospects. And I can tell you, it can be incredibly powerful. When an article of mine was published on Huffington Post, we literally were having thousands of visitors every day. We had crazy conversion, and it didn't just go for a few days. It went for weeks. I mean, it was great. So that is a really great core part of your sales strategy. And those are things that we'll be covering as we move forward. All right. So outreach. So an outreach is also a meeting. This could be a free strategy call. This could be that first time that you're connecting with somebody and they've booked a time to chat with you. That is a form of outreach. It is also a key part of your sales process. And once you've had that meeting, that one-on-one, or maybe you have multiple people in that meeting as an initial discovery, they can have multiple team members. Certainly in the B2B world, that's common. After that, outreach, it sort of starts to transition into follow-up. Okay, but we'll get there. Lead magnets. Lead magnets are a form of outreach. So you all have lead magnets. We've been talking about how valuable and important those are. Referrals. Asking for a referral and reaching out to your referral partners, that's a form of outreach. The same with your partners and your affiliates. You may have a free course. It can be something that's on your website, but you talk about it in your social. Once again, you might create a webinar to drive people into a course, which is more of a funnel, but you get the idea. It can be a lead magnet, but it's also a form of outreach to attract and connect. Text messaging. So we all know what that is. So if somebody has reached out to you and you've connected, you can use that text messaging when you have their phone number for other forms of outreach. I already talked about a challenge, so I'm not going to go into in-depth there, but there's also direct mail or snail mail. Yes, it still exists. A form of outreach could be sending a package or a thank you card. There's so many different ways that you can actually get something in their hands on their desk. All right, a checklist. A checklist is a terrific form of outreach which you can be sending to people that once they've entered into your tribe and your community. It's a terrific, quick and easy way that people can see if they're tracking with what you're doing and it makes sense to move them forward along your process. All right, video. Oh, we're doing that right here and now. There's so many different ways that you can create static videos, live videos. I've already got that down here. I'm going to segue right into live streams. This is a great way to create outreach because people find you, they share it, more people learn about you, and it adds to your community. LinkedIn messaging or any form of direct messaging. This is a great way, once again, once you've created a connection on that platform, is to do outreach to move forward with the conversation. All right, events. There's so many different types of events, and there's a lot of ways that you can, of course, make those connections at events. Now, there's the good old-fashioned phone. That's right. When you make a phone call, you're reaching out to someone on the phone. You may be leaving a voicemail, but that's a form of outreach. Networking. So if you're at an event, you should be networking, meeting with the other speakers, meeting with the or presenters or panelists, meeting with the people who are attending, who've come, whether it's live or virtual. So that's a great way to make these new connections and to do the outreach. And I mentioned this several times, but doing a webinar. So a webinar is, once again, a terrific way to put that out there, attract new people, especially leveraging your partners and promoters, your raving fans, to get the word out and bring more people in, and that outreach. An ebook, there's an entire world around an ebook of doing the outreach and making that spark and connection. And we'll go into that at a future episode, but I'm probably going to mention it again here. Podcasting. So my show, Get More Clients, is also a podcast. Podcasting, whether you're a guest or doing your own show, guesting is fantastic form of outreach because you're tapping into the host's audience, a whole new group of people who don't know you, who haven't heard from you, and yet they're listening to the podcast normally in a solitary state. So you're speaking directly in their ear, and they can form rapidly a like, know, and trust, beginnings of that like, know, and trust, so that they will come and check out your website, check out what you have to offer. So guest podcasting, love it. But podcasting your own material is also a great form of outreach because people discover your show. Now, social channels, oh my goodness, the list is endless. So whether you're doing something on TikTok and you're doing videos every day, or you're posting to Facebook or your stories, connecting with people on LinkedIn, all of those are a form of outreach. An interview. Now, an interview could be that you're actually being interviewed for your local TV station or radio station. You're being interviewed by somebody who's writing an article. And then that article is going to be published. There's so many different formats of how you can be interviewed, and you can flip that around and you can use interviewing as a form of outreach. You could select people that you want to interview who would be ideal clients and interview them for an article, and that helps you build that relationship. And of course, email. Okay, yeah, lots of email. Outreach, whether it's a campaign or personalized email, an email from a template, so many different things. We talked about events, but there's also summits, virtual and live, and so many forms of stages. And in fact, selling live from the stage is a terrific way to do that outreach and make connections, because people get to see you, they get to talk to you afterwards. It's a phenomenal way to make connections. And there's so many opportunities for you to get on live stages. And this is literally, think of the Titanic, I don't want to do the theme song, of course I can't sing anyway, but there's so many more. Okay, this is just what we see above the water. There's a lot of ways. And outreach is how you create the initial spark to attract your ideal clients. And outreach is how you then create the sequence of touch points to create a delightful journey for your future clients. Your outreach messaging must align with your client thinking. So what do they want, need, or lack? Why does it matter? so they can. So I mentioned I was going to talk about this very briefly, but let's walk through a typical outreach plan using an ebook. Now, in this case, this is also a funnel, but you've started with this outreach. And so there's a couple of steps that you're going to do before you actually perform the outreach. Number one, step one, you're going to write an ebook. Now, I want you to know this does not have to be some giant tome that's 300 or 400 pages. It can be a 40-page ebook as a lead magnet. Okay. So really rethink this. And, when you think about 5.5, 8.5, yeah, it's not that hard to get this done. And you want that ebook to answer your ideal client's number one pain point or area of concern. What is that need, that want, that lack, right? And provide enough information so that the ebook is of value while you're not giving away all your secrets and you leave the reader wanting more. Okay, step two is you're going to craft a knockout landing page focused on what your ideal client wants, needs, or lacks, and enabling them to get your ebook. And by the way, that step two often will be done when I talk about step four on one of the reader magnet platforms. So maybe they're out of order, but it depends on, you may also have a reader magnet page, landing page on your own website. Okay, step three, you're going to create a 3-part welcome sequence with bonus content to wow your future client. And how you create that welcome sequence is really important. Once again, all the time, you want to be thinking of what do they want, need, or lack? Why does it matter to them so they can? And you're creating this opportunity for your new prospect to come in and go, wow, the value. I love what this person is saying. I'm connecting, and I'm going to stay a member of their community. I'm going to stay on this mailing list. I'm so glad I signed up for that lead magnet. Woohoo. Okay, step four, sign up for a book funnel or similar reader magnet platform. So that's what I alluded to before. There's a whole bunch of different ones. I happen to really like Book Funnel. And they have the whole piece in there, so you can create the landing page right there. And you will do step 5, you set up your free ebook in the platform. And step 6, the reason that you use these is that you get to sign up for free ebook promotions. There's always promotions that are going on. And this is your outreach. So when you're in business, you may obviously most likely be writing a nonfiction book. So it could be self-help, it could be on business, it could be on, a product or service, so many different things. But this is a new opportunity to attract and connect with your ideal clients, because all the authors on the list are going to share and promote this free giveaway. And people will click and download your ebook. And when they do that, they're on your list. They're part of your community. And then you're going to welcome them with open arms. All right. Step 7, you've got new leads coming in. Woohoo-wee! And you've welcomed them to your community. Bonus. And the outreach is designed to convert your new leads to be a permanent part of your community by delighting them and delivering more value. And where was I at? Step 8. You invite your community so now you've got them in your community. So I'm going to go step 8. You're going to invite them maybe to a webinar for your new product or service. Now, this is a form of outreach, so now you're going to invite this new prospect that has joined your community. And I want to really just mention this because webinars of late have gotten sort of a bad name. In fact, I think for quite a few years now. And however, I just want to say you don't need to be tarnished by those sleazy, hard sales tactics. And please, please, please don't do this. This is an opportunity for you to enhance that like, know, and trust factor of your community and of those prospects. All right. You want to deliver real value and invite them to take the next steps. It's not going to be a sledgehammer, buy. Okay. Now, step 9, we're going to actively communicate. And this is performing outreach and follow-up. So if you've done the webinar, because that was my step 8 in this example, you're going to follow up with those webinar registrants. So making sure they see the replay. What are the next steps? Did they buy? Did they not buy? Things like that. So this is not an episode about holding webinars. So step 10, once again, if you've done the webinar and you've attracted new people, all right. So the webinar you've promoted in other ways, you did a lot of different forms of outreach. You're going to welcome new prospects, and the people who purchased through that webinar and through that delightful journey, you're welcoming new clients. Woohoo! All right. So the brilliance of this particular example is to show you how quickly you can attract, connect, and move a prospect through a sales funnel on your funnel, because it's a planned outreach. The whole approach is based around your client thinking and what they want, need, or lack. So I do want to let you know that you can watch for upcoming episodes on how to leverage ebook and ebook funnels and all the different platforms to quickly and constantly attract new leads. Okay, so now we're going to move into why follow-up. Okay, because follow-up, I have to tell you, it's the number one deadly sin of sales. And that's the failure to follow up. Because most business owners, entrepreneurs, and sales reps don't have a follow-up plan. None, nada. In fact, the average is really quite pitiful. Only 2 attempts at follow-up to reach a prospect. And as I said before, outreach is when you're reaching out, but follow-up occurs when you've made the connection, you've had that meeting, you've had a discussion, and now you're following up on the next steps and to move them forward in the sales journey. So outreach and follow-up are directly connected. Persistence is crucial in follow-up because 50% of sales happen after the 5th touch. Most people are not ready to buy now. And that is so skewed because it's something like a crazy 10 to 12% are ready to buy right away. And everyone else takes a heck of a lot longer. And half of them, it takes 5 touch points. There's a whole lot that still take more. Okay. So it's so critical because an inconsistent or non-existent outreach strategy and follow-up strategy will slow down your sales process and will result in lost opportunities. A structured framework eliminates guesswork and maintains consistency between every prospective client interaction. And you're going to close more deals in a short period by following up with your prospects regularly and helping your business gain momentum. And when you plan that follow-up, as I said, outreach and follow-up are directly related. It depends on where your client is in the sales cycle, whether you're calling it outreach or follow-up. And I'm going to spend a whole lot more time on follow-up because it is so important. And that's going to be in future episodes. So stay tuned. But today, I want to impress upon you the important benefit of planning your outreach. It's the messaging. It's what matters to them. It's making that attraction, that spark and connection. And during the planning process, you need to identify gaps in your resources and the associated gaps to fill, or costs, I should say, to fill those gaps. So going back to my ebook example that I gave you, you're going to need the book. So you're going to have to write the book, right? You're going to have to get it into a book layout. You're going to have a book cover, all that good stuff. You're going to need marketing copy. You're going to need a landing page. You're going to need a reader magnet platform. Okay. And you're going to have a welcome sequence when people opt in and download your ebook, right? So understanding your total cost, it will directly impact your ROI because some things make more sense than others. And there's all kinds of things that go into total cost, right? It's your time. If you hire outside sources, if you have to pay for certain tools, really understanding that is very important. So some forms of outreach may not be right to you due to the cost, the workload, or the lack of expertise. So with everything, you can start with one piece and then try another down the road. All right. And things that aren't working, look at how you can refine, tweak them, refresh them. And if they're still not working, you may want to go either say, okay, well, what did I learn from this? This isn't working for my business, for my ideal clients. So I need to find a different form of outreach that's going to be more effective. All right. It's totally okay to make a new choice. And this is such a great opportunity to also evaluate outsourcing and investing in an expert to avoid mistakes. It will shorten your timeline and leverage expert experience. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. My purpose is for you to get more clients. Bottom line, don't make this harder than it has to be. Sales should be a win-win. On behalf of the Win-Win Women Network, I have carved out a limited number of time slots to invite you to hop on and ignite your sales call with me to see what's working, not working, and what you would love to have working. I'm going to see how I might further support you in effectively generating more leads, converting more sales, and fulfilling on your promise as a brand and organization. The fastest way to success is to assure people know that they matter. The best way to make this happen is to build a consistent sales strategy to acquire, convert, and capitalize on every lead. You will find growing your business is easy and lucrative. Today, I shared the step up your sales process with easy and effective outreach. The key is for you to implement these steps to stop wasting time, energy, and resources. You have the opportunity to jump in and get the support you need for true success. Say yes to you and get on a call with me. I am truly gifted at this, and you deserve a shortcut to your success with the right support. You can go to pdq.link/win-win, and the link is in the show notes. You know what? You're working hard in your business because you want more leads, more sales, more revenue, more profits, and to help more people. However, it may sometimes feel hard to grow your business and sales are slow. You're not attracting the quality leads like you hoped. You're ready to do whatever it takes to make your business a huge success, but you feel like your business is stuck. You know, if you wish someone could just tell you exactly what to do to get more sales in your business, you're in the right place. And I know you know that. So I want to tell you about our Get More Clients programs, and they are delivered live through interactive video-based training, and they teach you how to generate a sustainable, reliable revenue stream using smart sales strategies. Whether you're a coach, entrepreneur, or small business owners, our programs are designed to turn your business into a lead generation machine that fuels higher profits and gives you an incredible sense of achievement. The Get More Clients membership programs are designed for immediate, on-the-fly implementation and individuals committed to taking action to move their business forward. To learn more about our new Get More Clients membership programs, go to our website at petitetoqueen.com. Now, last word, you can also connect with me on our website, and to stay current on all of our insightful advice, our breakthrough advantages, and never miss an episode of Get More Clients, sign up for our weekly wisdoms newsletter at petitetoqueen.com. And next week on Get More Clients, I will share why sales cadence matters, avoid the pitfalls of lost opportunities. I will see you next week on Get More Clients.